And then a stirring spoon.
Yes, because unlike James Bond says, you should have pretty much every cocktail. Wow.
I thought it was going to be cooler than that.
Way to drop the ball.
I didn't drop the ball, I dropped the spoon.
This video is kind of talking about Dirt Road Men and like who we are and what it's about. Trying to get you to say
Way marginally better than any vodka.
Remington Arms was filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Solid 8 from you, 9 or 10 from you.
Yeah, 9 or 10.
Alright. I'm Zach.
And I'm Jake.
This is Steve. We are the Dirt Road Men in Skull.
Hey,
What did we forget?
his glass.
Oh,
Hey.
my wife had a great idea, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the first video going up this week because, you know, our others is cigar and whiskey review that we're filming today. Yeah, my wife had a great idea. We're going to order him a Skull shot glass.
That'd be great.
Yeah. If I sound funny, it's because I'm sick. I'm trying to let him go. And as far as this lovely, flowery freaking background we've got going on here, this bar that we're standing at is at my grandmother's. So she hung these flowery curtains to make us look like 10 million times less butch, but we're going with it. So, you wanna talk for a minute?
Yeah. Today we're gonna show set up a $5 bar. Not $5.
$5.
$5
It's
bar.
cheap.
It's very cheap. 5-bottle bar.
Yeah.
And at least what we would have in ours.
Yeah, it's our 5-bottle bar setup, and we tried to use all kind of budget things because if you've got a home bar, right, you don't need to serve all your friends expensive whiskey.
No, you do not.
Now that the 5-bottle thing is not counting your accents, right? But we targeted it to keep it kind of budget.
I think the most expensive one was around 30, wasn't it?
Yeah, the most expensive one was $30.
So you don't get a whole lot more budget than that unless you're going with the Bartons.
Yeah. I'm sniffling. So we went with some whiskeys that we can drink straight. Although I'm pretty sure Jake's never had one of these. Neither of us is very big on rye, but rye is called for in a lot of cocktails.
2, 3. Yeah, I had the one earlier.
Yeah, that counts.
That counts. So 2.
So we did it with cocktails in mind, things like that, and so I suppose we'll get right to it. First thing you need is a good bourbon. Now, I didn't want to use this bourbon at first, just because I like being different than other people, sometimes just for the sake of being different. But this is my go-to bourbon. It's not my personal favorite, but it is in my top 5, and it was my personal favorite until we started journeying out to new whiskeys.
Yeah, and I just completely blew your mind.
Yeah. I mean, you blew your own mind too.
Well, yeah, but
yeah, Wild Turkey 101, I think is just an excellent bourbon. I know we haven't done a review on it. I think we're going to do a review on Rare Breed here soon.
Well, we could...
And we can compare in that video. Yeah, you want my review, this gets like an 8 or a 9.
10. Solid 10.
Nah, Eagle Rare's a 10, so I'd give it an 8 or a 9.
10.
Okay. It's just great. I know the brand perception's not always the best. Steve, don't bite me. I'm gonna move you over here. There we go. Alright, so bourbon first. And bourbon is most important. Arguably the next most important because we like to drink our whiskey straight. You can call it.
This is Monkey Shoulder. Scotch. This is a blended, very blended.
Yeah, it's a good intro to Scotch though, so
Yes.
Man, my voice cracked like a 12-year-old.
Remarkable intro to Scotch. If you've never had Scotch and you're looking to get into it, or you just want something that'll get you drunk and doesn't taste like dookie.
Don't you love that we've got to edit for YouTube?
This is a good starter.
Yeah, and some of your friends may not have had Scotch. So...
And if you're careful enough, these little monkeys come off, which is neat. I don't know really what you'd use it for.
I saw some people make like lapel pins out of them and stuff.
Alright, big heavy earrings.
Next up, and this is the first one for the traditional version of my favorite cocktail, the old-fashioned. Rittenhouse Rye. This is a bottled and bond rye. It's cheaper. I've always heard great things about it. We don't really like rye, so we literally just grabbed something that we heard a lot of good reviews on that was in the budget range. Let's give it a shot.
Okay.
So you're going to want to have for your home bar a couple glasses. You want to keep some tumblers too.
Yeah.
You gonna try it in a tumbler for the first time?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
I mean, you don't have to.
No, we'll do it that way.
Do
these things together, my man.
I like the Glencairns and all. I like the way the big heavy tumbler feels. It's got the girth.
Yeah. Just feels right in your hand. So let's give this a sip. Maybe, wouldn't it be cool if we found a rye we liked by accident? And that'll be enough.
I would not be upset.
I'm not going to get anything on the nose, so who knows how well I'm going to like it, but...
Who knows?
Right? Is it a pun?
Yeah, it was very much a pun.
I'm the dad here. I should make the dad jokes. Okay, so I like this one.
We found a good rye.
Rittenhouse Rye. We'll do a review on it. Yeah, bottled and bond.
This one's bottled and bond. And if you've watched our previous videos, did we throw up the bottled and bond video yet?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
last week.
Oh, okay.
2 weeks ago now. Henry McKenna went up last week.
If you caught that video, you should know what bottled and bond means. If not, you're out of luck.
No, yeah, it was the last video that went up. I'm all hodgepodge. We've got a few videos stacked up, and I'm sick. So, another couple accessories. Ice balls, if people like them on the rocks. I prefer whiskey stones. I have a very particular set of whiskey stones in my mind, but we don't have them here right now.
I just like it in the glass.
Yeah, I prefer whiskey neat. So
This is... What is this one? I forgot the name of it.
it's Bombay Sapphire Gin, man.
It's gin. Well...
Because gin is in a martini.
Ah.
Here was my rule when I was thinking of cocktails, right? There are a lot of cocktails, and I know some ladies I know tend to like margaritas. Man, why you gotta take it out of the cool box?
Because the box did not say it was gin.
Okay.
I was gonna be mad if that didn't either.
Some people might give me flack for my choice of Bombay Sapphire, but my favorite martini is made with a Bombay Sapphire. And lemon drop.
What's wrong with Bombay Sapphire?
Some people get snobby about it. I don't care. If you're snobby, you're probably obviously on the wrong channel.
Yeah.
Snobby does not quite make the list for us. So, got this for your martinis. And finally, for margaritas, we have a tequila, which is the only tequila I've ever tried that I like. And it's one of 3 that you've tried and you like, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we have Bombay Sapphire, Espolón. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Let me call it out, I can barely talk.
This is the Rittenhouse Rye Bottled and Bond. Then we have Monkey Shoulder.
And Wild Turkey 101 Bourbon.
Man's drink.
Now, you can go different than this for your home bar, based on, obviously, you know, like what your friends drink, what you drink. But we grew up, I think we've said this before, in what you would definitely call lower class households. We were pretty broke, and cocktails consisted of like rum and coke. And when I got into the corporate world, I had a guy that kind of mentored me in how to handle yourself, because he knew I wanted to start a business and he felt I had a good fire in my belly. Bruce?
Oh,
Yeah, you remember that guy.
because it was full of whiskey.
Yeah. And I went out with him and I ordered a Budweiser one day at a meeting with like multimillionaires. And he pulled me aside after that and he goes, okay, from now on, you're never going to do that again. When you're out with rich people like this, you're going to order some sort of neat whiskey or one of three things. You're going to order a Manhattan, an old-fashioned, or a martini. So you need to try those drinks, you need to figure out which one you like best and how you like it. Because if you order a Budweiser ever again with me, I'm going to hit you. He taught me a lot about like upper class manners and stuff too. But this, as a 5-bottle bar, should have all the whiskeys to accomplish, and non-whiskeys, to accomplish your needs. Then you're going to want some vermouth, which you didn't know what this was, right?
I still am kind of unsure.
Okay, well, you want to get real weird and try them? They're not normally had straight. You're going to want to sip this like from the bottle.
Oh, I was going to say,
You don't have to.
you just throw some in there and I can have a fancy cocktail.
Well, this is the sweet one.
Okay, I like sweeter things. Probably. Let's give that a good mix. See how it changes the
Alright.
rye.
See how it changes the rye. Deaf Seth coming down the stairs. Alright. What do you think?
Did not hurt the flavor any.
Yeah. So you're going to want a sweet vermouth and a dry vermouth, depending on what kind of cocktails you're making. You're going to want some bitters, something to mix in,
Something to measure with.
Yep. Yes, we know it came with a measuring cup. We like those better. You got those?
Yep. And then a strainer, so you don't get stuff in your drink. I don't know.
Keeps the ice and stuff in here, man. You put
Oh.
ice in these when you make them.
Oh, okay. And then a stirring spoon.
Yes, because unlike James Bond says, you should have pretty much every cocktail. Wow.
I thought it was going to be cooler than that.
Way to drop the ball.
I didn't drop the ball, I dropped the spoon.
At least you didn't drop the soap.
So remember when we had a spoon up here?
Yeah.
That was cool.
Man, my throat hurts. We're doing enough talking today. Man, Steve's staring down my glass.
Steve's staring down everything.
You're gonna want some tonic water, which we didn't get, or we would have maybe tried to make some cocktails on camera for you.
Or club soda.
Yeah,
Sure what club soda is.
club soda pretty much is tonic water.
Oh.
My understanding anyway. It's carbonated water,
Oh, okay. I thought it was like ginger ale, basically.
kind of. If you get these 5 bottles, you get yourself some sweet vermouth, dry vermouth, a mixer. I mean, really, this could have done all of the job if you wanted to have your stuff shaken, not stirred. But you should have them stirred.
And you can even improvise.
Stir with
With
like
a-
a butter knife or something.
I was thinking a glass and then another glass or something on top of it.
Yeah.
And you shake it or stir it in there. You don't have to get the. It's nice to have the.
Yeah. These are just our recommendations for a home bar. This is our setup.
And then just imagine that there's a spoon up here too.
Yeah.
I wish you could hear me.
We really don't drink cocktails that much. We really just tend to drink straight whiskey. But we got stuff for cocktails, and honestly, minus these 2 bottles, these will stay stocked for a while.
Oh yeah.
So, and that's why we went with budget, right? So you can replace them really quick. But I think that kind of covers our 5-bottle bar thing. We can't make any cocktails here, but this gives you everything you need to make some cocktails. If you're wondering what kind of bitters we got Agnostra
That's what
bitters.
The recipe I was looking at for that
Yeah, they
old fashioned.
almost. This is like your go-to on bitters. If you get Agnostra, you're good on bitters. They're very versatile. So
Sure, what bitters are. But we could do a video about what these things are.
well, yeah, and we can talk about it in an actual cocktail video. This is a 5-bottle bar video.
Yeah.
So this is our 5-bottle bar. The bottles themselves cost the bottles and the accessories cost us $150. That includes these. Because I'll be honest, we did go and get all of them today.
Pretty fun.
Like an hour or 2 ago. But yeah, I think that's all I've got.
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Well, till we see you again, I'm Zach,
I'm Jake.
and we are the Dirt Road Men.
Howdy.